By the end of this video, you're going to learn 4 new pass setups out of the best offense in all of Madden 25 and some of the chess match that goes into it. Let's get straight into the video now. Welcome back to another video. This is Pavin, 4-time Madden champion. We're going to be doing the Philadelphia Eagles offensive guide today, part 1. If we could get like 100 to 150 likes, we'll do a part 2. But we've got 4 setups for you today, some mix and match that you could run with these setups, a couple complementary routes, and overall just a breakdown of the best offense in my opinion. A lot of pros run this Eagles offense. Let's get right into a setup number 1. So the primary formation is going to be the normal Y-off close. Our first primary play we're going to be calling with a couple variation of setups. It's going to be the PA snag. There's so much you could do out of it, and it's play action. Play action gives you usually really good blocking versus certain types of blitzes and looks. Our universal setup, or setup that we're going to call on every drive and get intel out of, is this setup right here. We are going to put Travis Kelce on a slant. We're going to flat our slot receiver, John Ross. We are going to table route our running back. And we're going to keep Deion Sanders, or our outside lone receiver, on this hook route. What we're looking for is either the slant, post route to our outside receiver. You see right here, we're going to hit. And if all else fails, we'll have this hook route sitting right in the middle of the field. Very hard to use the slant and that hook. So that's PA snag. That's our first setup of PA snag. Additional setup, if you'd like, is going to be something like this. We put our tight end on a drag, and we're going to put our slot receiver on a streak. And you're going to see we're going to call hike, and it's going to open up a lot of space for that post. And if they end up guarding the post, we'll probably have the tight end. So once more, we're going to call this play. If the post is occupied, we just dump it down to our tight end. On to our second play, it's going to be the cheat flat X post. This play is super unique. It's a new play added into Madden. And it has this auto motion tight end. You can see we're going to call hike. Our tight end goes in motion. It's just a lot you could do with this auto motion. Our primary setup out of this play is something like this. We're going to flat our tight end. We are going to put our outside receiver on a streak. There's 3 things you could do with your running back. You could block him, you could put him on a streak, or you could put him on a wheel route. I personally like the streak. This is what a lot of pro players do, and it's amazing space. You see right here, if they go and guard the underneath routes, you hit the post over the top in the middle of the field. If they end up guarding the post, you could end up throwing this return route on your slot receiver. And if all that fails, you have this running back going up into the seam in that nice space of grass where the zones really don't cover it. Ideally, you're going to call this setup that we just went over on the short side where your 2 receivers, 1 receiver here, 2 receivers here, are closer to the sideline. So now if you want to get your tight end in motion and get really creative, use this decoy route, here's a couple things you could do. Now we're going to just put Deion Sanders on a speed out. We're going to put our running back on a table route. And there's 2 things you could do. You could either keep this return route, which is amazing versus man and zone, or you could put a slant. The slant is really good with the backside table route. We're going to call high, going in motion, creating a high-low on that right side where you either throw the speed out or the flat, depending on the coverage that they play. You notice they played a cloud flat right here. They're guarding the sidelines rather than the flats, and we end up throwing our flat. In comparison, you see this time we throw the speed out as we get more yards compared to the flat. Our third play is going to be any variation of the motion angle wheel or the motion switch corner. You could call any of these 2 plays, and you could call it to any side of the field. For this side of the field, we're going to really focus in on our slot receiver and pay attention to this out-breaking corner route, speed out route, to put your receiver on the outside on a hitch or a drag. And follow that up with a running back streak, and you're going to see we just call hike. Now looking to the left side, you see right here, we're going to be able to throw this nice out-cutting corner route because our hitch route was able to hold that zone for just long enough for a corner route to get over. You see right here, look at this hitch route. He holds down this zone corner, and we are able to throw that speed out, corner out, whatever you want to call it, over the zone. And our last play is going to be the Y sail. With this play, you're attacking the seam. So a lot of people, what they like to do is put their tight end on a streak and maybe something like John Ross on a drag route. Right here, you see what the coverage is, right? You have the tight end open in the seams. They ran like a cover 2. The seam is going to be open. Keep this corner out. If you like having this corner out, I'd stem it down and maybe take a step to the right. As if you are able to step to the right, it's just more open than being in the middle of the pocket or the left of the pocket. So run these 2 variations of Y sail, mix it up, throw it to your running back, and just play depending on how the coverage is playing. If they're running a lot of man, mix in some zig routes. Or, motion out your running back. Do like a speed out right here. Utilize this fade, right? Our main goal is to get this fade open and that or the tight end, and motioning out the running back could cause a lot of disruption. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Smash that like button for a part 2 where I go over like the doubles off close, maybe a little bit of the trip sign and flex, a couple more setups for you guys out of this Philadelphia Eagles offensive guide. Being one step ahead of the meta and your opponent, and always securing wins. Till then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. On this cheap flat X post setup, we're going to put our tight end on a little flat on the motion. We're going to have this with the backside speed out and the backside post. We're going to look as the tight end as the number 1 read, and then we're going to look here as our second read. We're just going to read the spaces of the field. We end up calling hike, and it's just a nice, easy read. Could have possibly thrown the speed out as well. Going the PA snag for a second play of the game. Since we attacked the flat last play, he might be playing really aggressive flat defense. If his defenders carry down there, this space of the field will be open. Alongside that, we have a running back flat to occupy any defenders here. And we are paying attention to the user. Where is he going to go? Is he going to go left? Is he going to stay right? Call hike. You're going to see we have this open space right here. We're going to wait a little longer, and we just hit it for a first down. Another variation of the PA snag, you could get super creative out of this play. We go with the tight end slant again with the flat to occupy any defenders going down this way. If that's the case, then we're going to throw the slant in this area right here. We have the flat this time instead of the running back flat. You're going to see this little running back post is going to be bait for his user. Right here, he runs to our slant, and we throw the running back corner, running back post for like 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. This play is going to be the cheat flat X post, one of the best plays in the game. I'm going to do this return route with the streak and the post. It's just a lot of stress on his user. He cannot guard all these really good routes at the same time. The play develops, and it's decent defense, but we just loft this ball right into the sweet spot of the zone. He has a cover 2 on the field. I low-key might have had the streak open, but we're just going to throw it right where his user cannot get to. And it's a nice completion. You see that return route was open as well. I kind of made the wrong read, but it was a great pass lead. Same thing again, right? I noticed last play I might have had the streak, so I might throw it in this little window right here. We're going to have this return route going into the middle of the field. We have 2 decoy routes with our post and our running back streak. And that's all we're doing. We're reading which one he's going to user, and we're going to make our read depending on that. He sends one person, and he switch sticks onto that post that we just threw, but it doesn't matter. This play is too good. The offense is too good. Make sure you really attack this Eagles offensive guide. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you check out Madden Academy now. We have free courses to help you better and improve your game. Mastering the spaces, mastering the chess match, that is Madden. Being one step ahead of the meta and your opponent, and always securing wins. Till then, I'll catch you guys in the next video.